Hey there, YouTube family and fans of YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I'm Darlene, and I'm going to do your twin flame reading here. I've got two decks ready. Well, I'm going to shuffle. Not ready, but and see what's going on. So I will be this, and I know you won't be able to see all the cards, but it's a compromise. You get a little me and a little of the cards versus one or the other. So I'll be doing the Divine Masculine on this side and the Divine Feminine on this side. I will remind you that it's not about gender. When I say Divine Masculine and Feminine, it's not about gender. If I refer to someone here as he or she in the cards, usually it's because that's what's pictured on the card. So just bear that in mind, please. All right, I'm going to start shuffling. And hey, I hope everybody is doing well out there. It's December, y'all. It's almost Christmas, and I actually have my Christmas shopping done, so I am very, very happy about that. I hope you guys are making fun plans for the holidays, and thank you, Spirit. Love it when they jump like that. And everybody's got their, plans ready to go, and turkeys in the oven, or whatever you're doing. Okay, they're saying stop. That deck is ready. Okay. So if you have not done research yet on the twin flame journey, I'm not going to spend time in these readings talking to you about that. I appreciate if you would do that research on your own, but I will just say that it is a journey. It is not so much about the destination, although those of us who are in it certainly sometimes wish it could be, but it is about two people who come together to give each other lessons. Now, that's true of every relationship you ever encounter in this planet. Ever. That's true. But, ooh, okay. Just saw it was at the bottom of the deck. But that being said, this one is more intense, and there are not that many people on the planet that are involved in this kind of a cycle. And you too, your souls, came into incarnation the same, let me rephrase that. You were the same soul incarnating at the same time on the planet. Now, again, I encourage you to do your own research on that. But twin souls, when they come together, twin flames, it is like no other connection ever. And y'all, I'm an old fart. I'm 72 years old, and I've lived a lot. I've had a lot of relationships in my life, and my last relationship was a twin flame, or is. I don't know what the status is, but it's kind of ongoing. So it's just that it's typically more challenging. The love, the attraction is deeper than anything you can imagine. I said I was going to shuffle, didn't I? But again, I encourage you to do your own research, and you may not be in a twin flame. You may be in some other kind of relationship. So also research what that is exactly. Ooh, that deck is saying ready. Okay. Now, while I'm putting these cards out, y'all, if you like this reading, you know the drill. Please hit that like button. Leave me a comment, because I love knowing where you guys are from. I know if this reading resonates with you. Tell me your story. I try to answer all of my comments as I can. And then also, I'm just getting started on YouTube, so I will be doing a live reading, or we're going to talk about some stuff for a live session anyway when I get to 1,000 subscribers, and I only have like 22 left to go or something. So get on the program here, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified. And I also will post in my community tab when that's going to happen. So that is that. Interesting. All right, now all the cards are laid out. I'm going to start with your Divine Masculine. Well, that's so sweet. The first card out is always the most powerful, the Queen of Cups, which says to me he's got a lot of love. And I say again, he or she You're the divine masculine. Has a lot of love. Let's see what's going on over here with this DM. Lord. I'm sorry. If you have just now clicked on this, you probably need to go back and get the last one or two twin flame readings I did, because it's like a continuation. You know, it's like a novel. Then you open it up, and what chapter you open it up to is kind of what we're doing today. It's the chapter, but that doesn't mean it started there, and that doesn't mean that's where you are on the twin flame journey. You could find a previous reading that may resonate with you more than this one, because you may be on a different timeline. Okay, that being said, your masculine is still feeling he's at a crossroads. He's still, but very, very near the end of whatever is going on with him. And I may clarify this, because I don't know if this means he's giving up on this twin flame journey. He's at the end of this twin flame journey. I'm going to have to clarify that. Because if I look, let me finish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go sideways on the cards reading, and then I go up and down. And so I just kind of look at it from a lot of different angles here. So he's wishing and hoping. He is thinking he'd like to bring a love offer, but he's still healing. He's healing over whatever happened. And we did have a big tower in the last reading. So he's taking some time out. So you're probably not talking to each other. He's taking a time out. You know, this card is the Judgment. This is a reawakening or an awakening. It didn't have to be a reawakening if he's been asleep all this time. This may be just being an awakening. Oh goodness, I just realized my mic's not plugged in. Hang on one second. Sorry. Hand in the camera. That's probably better. Sorry, I guess you can hear me now, huh? Okay, that's better. I'm going to get one of those portable ones. I just hadn't done it yet. So I was saying the Judgment card can be an awakening. Maybe he's finally waking up to this connection, and that tower that we saw in the last reading might have been a big piece of this. This can also mean reconciliation. So maybe he's thinking about it. I don't see action here. So let me be clear. But he is thinking about a collaboration, coming together, divine timing. He's playing. This can be a card of planning also, and making plans, because he's missing you, feeling nostalgic about the past, thinking back on those past good times you had together. Now let me look at it this way. Pardon me. Yes, he has a lot of love for you. And again, I remember this happening in last reading. This can be a love offer. This can be like a crush. But also, if you see there's a pig with wings up there. So sometimes when I'm drawn to that, it means when pigs fly. So maybe this person thinks, and I just got a message of, he doesn't think and again, he or she doesn't think he's good enough for you. This love may not be good enough for to collaborate. In other words, I'm not sure this divine masculine feels that he can meet your expectations. So think about that. What are your expectations? He's definitely still thinking about this again, the crossroads, trying to heal, trying to figure out. I think he's maybe considering what, is it the right time to do this? Ten of Swords is an ending. Ten of Swords is an ending. It also means being stabbed in the back. So maybe he did this to you. Maybe he feels that he stabbed you in the back. Or maybe, maybe this is saying, because I cannot get my tongue in sync with my brain, so bear with me. Okay, wait 1 second. I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. Okay, that's all right. I'm going to go there in a second, but I was looking because I wanted to, I can't help but look. Okay, this is what's at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups. This is somebody walking away. And now look at the visual picture of this. This is the Ten of Swords, which is endings. It's also, like I said, being stabbed in the back. But visually, look at these two cards. They're almost identical. And what I was feeling was maybe somebody is walking away from an ending of some sort. Now, I don't know if that was in their life or with you, or maybe you walked away and they're having to deal with the carnage that's left, so to speak. You will know your story. And by the way, I didn't say this yet. If this is not your story, please don't try to make it fit. There are a lot of good readers out here on YouTube. And we all oftentimes pick up on different stories, different groups of people, different viewers. So if this is not your story, please watch somebody else. Maybe they have your message. All right, so this could also be someone walking away or putting an end to a potential reconciliation of someone that they were missing from their past. So let me say it like that. Now at the bottom of the deck, again, Eight of Cups, walking away from deception, lies, cheating, putting an end. This is the Ten of Wands, which is a very, very, very heavy burden, but it's the end of that because it resets to an Ace. And right behind it, even though it's not the same suit, excuse me, I have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a tangible, something in the 3D, third dimensional world offer. But now somebody's having to reflect. Somebody's gone within. This is your person. Again, it relates back to the Seven of Swords, taking a time out, reflecting, trying to get a new perspective about. Now the Hierophant can be, the Hierophant used to be called the Pope. So this could be, I'm getting a couple of messages here. I want to say the surface energy is this. The surface energy I'm feeling is getting a perspective, trying to rethink, get a perspective about a commitment. Okay, a commitment. Traditional commitment. This could be a commitment with you. This could be a marriage or just a long-time commitment in some other kind of relationship. Because right below it is the Lovers. So I was going to say it could also be getting us, we're back to that Judgment card, which is a spiritual awakening. And the Hierophant is also used to be called the Pope card. So this is back to that spiritual. If you look at it, in this particular deck, it's a staircase up to what you might say is heaven. But, being influenced by spirituality of regarding some kind of a love decision. Okay. Now, below that, though, this Lovers card, yes, this can be romance, it can be love, but it can also be a choice by this King of Cups who's holding his cup back. And he's being illuminated about something. He's holding his, and another way to read that is, he's holding his cup back, waiting for what makes him happy. He's trying to be strong. He's looking back at the seeds he's planted, but feeling like, he wants to bring in this cup of love, a love offer of some sort, and yet self-sabotage right back in his head again. What do I do? What do I do? If I do that, am I going to be disappointed? Maybe they'll turn me down. Who will turn me down? Oh, this is real clear. Who would turn me down? The Empress. Now, if you know, in my readings, the Empress is the Divine Feminine. So that to me is what your DM is afraid of. They're up in their head overthinking this offer that we saw there, thinking, well, if I come in, I'll just be disappointed. She'll probably turn me down. She'll probably put an end to it. And another layer is I'll have to change if I come toward this Empress. There's some element here about
change in this. The Death card can be endings, yes. Can be new beginnings, but either way, it means change. It can be transformation. So maybe your runner is trying to transform, trying to manifest something here. I don't want to go too far down the deck, but I am curious what's... I am going to read that too. Again, I don't want to go too deep in the deck because sometimes the energy gets a little diluted. But perhaps what your masculine is trying to manifest is a celebration, some good news, or some communication with you because he feels left out in the cold. Another thing is now I don't see any cards. I'm not saying I see these cards here. I don't. But I do know for some of you in the past readings, there is the third party. So if that's your situation, and for those of you who are dealing with that, this could also read, well, let me get one more. Where is the Magician? Yeah. He's trying to manifest celebratory news with you by communicating. He wants to come in and communicate that he is out in the cold. Maybe that's what he's dealing with here, that he's out in the cold and now he is single and ready to start something new. But right now that's hidden and there's a lot of anxiety and stress over that. So maybe that's what you're, and he's having to defend himself for a potential new beginning toward what he perceives as his happily ever after. This is all the things good, the family, the home, the picket fence, all of that. So, a couple of different ways to read that, and I know that's not what you want to hear, but I'm sorry that I don't have a crystal ball. I don't. I am psychic, but I don't have a crystal ball. All right, let's jump over here now and see what the cards are saying for you and how you're feeling about all this. Your first card out on the table is Justice. Now, this can be balancing the scales. It could be saying, well, you got what you may be saying to him, well, I got my justice because, whatever over there. It can also be karma. But either way, it's a balancing of the scales. Sorry about the reflection. It's a balancing of the scales. So I feel like that's, I think, well, there you go. Let me just turn all of these over instead of reading them one at a time. All right, let me go back up here. Balancing of the scales so that you can have a new beginning or start something new or potentially take a risk. Now, again, a couple of ways to read this. So there could be, obviously, there are different groups dealing with different situations here. Pardon me. You could be saying, I want the scales balanced here in this situation. If this masculine is going to come to me, he's going to need to come to me right to have a new beginning, for me to even take a risk on a reconciliation with this person. He needs to come right. You are telling me, however, that you're missing them, that you're thinking about them. I think you're busy focusing on your money right now. I think you've done what I suggested you do, which is not focus on them. If they are the runner and they're running away from you, you will never get them back as long as you're chasing them. So I've advised you in past readings to take that to heart and just focus on you, loving you, getting your self-worth back where it needs to be. And so many of you are doing that. This can also, like I said, be just you're working hard. Maybe that's a distraction for you. Another thing is, for a few of you, and I don't think this is necessarily majority, but for a few of you, I feel like you want, this is you, what you're feeling and wanting. You want the scales to be balanced. You want a new beginning with your divine masculine. You want a reconciliation with them because you're missing him, because this is the person you wanted to have your happily ever after with. Again, this is the Ten of Pentacles, happy home, picket fence, dog, money in the bank, all that good stuff. Now, this is ego, pride, winning at all cost, self-sabotage. So this could be saying to me, you feel that this person sabotaged this relationship, or this could be Spirit saying, don't you do that. If you get back to my message, I was just saying, if you start focusing on, you start turning, for those of you who really want this person back, if you start saying, oh, when's he coming back, when's he, and you start turning your energy, remember the twin flame connection is like two magnets. And I love this. Baba Jolie does, she's a reader here on YouTube, and she does a fabulous explanation of this. So highly, highly recommend you look her up. She's an incredible reader. But she explains it like two magnets. And when two magnets, if you put two magnets close to each other, they repel. They repel. And you have to go about your business in life to change your vibration, to get to a certain vibrational rate, whatever that is, so that then it changes the frequency of this connection, and then you can be pulled together. So that's why it's important to work on you in these relationships, not focusing on your partner. You get right with you first. So it tells me here that maybe you're, what I'm feeling, or actually the energy I'm feeling around this is you're feeling somewhat sad and thinking, did I mess this up? What did I do? What happened whenever you saw this or talked to this person last? Did I mess this up some way? I'm hearing that for some of you. You're questioning yourself. And you're questioning the fact that maybe this is over. Maybe this is over. Now I'm going to read this two different ways, this bottom row, because I know some of the stories are here. Again, there has been a third party in some of these relationships, and the Queen of Wands is my third party woman, man, woman, person. So you could feel that you sabotaged this and created this ending, or that there, whatever, isn't ending because of this Queen of Wands and because of the lying and cheating. That may be what you're feeling. So I don't know if you were the third party or your person has a third party. You're going to have to figure this out based on what's going on for you. Another way I can read this, though, is Spirit saying, don't you self-sabotage this, because this ending may have needed to happen so that you can realize your self-worth, because the other way to read this card is the Queen of Wands. She's hot shit. She's, oh, I don't use the curse on this channel, my bad. She's hot stuff. She's gorgeous. She's obviously sexy. She walks in the room, all the heads turn. She's an entrepreneur. She's got it all going on. But you knew that was coming, didn't you? And so you're questioning, but in other words, I feel like you, even though I don't have the Two of Swords on your side, you're at a crossroads of trying to, again, get your self-worth, and you're questioning. It's like, this is deception, the card of deception. So if it's not literal that this person came in between you two and then there was cheating or whatever involved, then this is about you seeing yourself as this very desirable person, but yet you're questioning it. You're sabotaging. Ooh, say that fast 3 times. Yourself. You're deceiving yourself about your self-worth. Now let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. Let me see. All right. Well, okay. Most of you viewing out there, you love this person, and don't tell me you don't. Don't tell me. There's still plenty of you out there, according to these cards right here, that you love this person. You're hoping they're going to come in with an offer. Maybe you're even thinking about reaching out to them. Possibly. Now, the difference in this deck and some of the, like the Rider-Waite No, that's the page of cups. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. You're holding on to them. You're not wanting to let go. This is the miser holding on, but but there's also fear. The reason you're holding on so tight is you're afraid. I think you're afraid this person is leaving. You love them. You don't want them to go. You're holding on to this relationship, this Two of Cups. You love them because they're your Ten of Cups. Your wishes fulfilled. Your happy family, all that's on the card here. And this has been a heavy burden for you, that you both got this Ten of Wands. It's a heavy burden to hold on to this or to let go of it. Either way, I mean, you're kind of feeling damned if you do and damned if you don't. If I let go, I'll lose this person that I love a lot. But they're my wish fulfillment. They're my wish fulfillment. But there's competition here. Competitive, and if there's a third party, I think that's what you're feeling, or maybe it's just that you're having to. Let me sit with this a second. No, I was thinking about the other meanings of the card, but I don't feel that. This is competition, and particularly this card, because if you can see, there's a rope in the middle, and there's a tug of war going on. There it is. You, the divine feminine, the Empress. Yes. So now I have the Empress, and then I swear to you, I'm pretty sure these cards came out in the last reading. The Queen of Wands, and in my readings, the Queens and the Kings and the Empress and Empress are people. You've got a Queen of Wands and an Empress here. Now, again, I see the divine feminine, meaning you in the twin flame journey, the divine feminine, as the Empress. So this very well may be an interfering party here with this Queen. But you love this person. Again, you love this person. There's just competition between this Queen and this Empress. This can also be saying, but the Empress, meaning you, the divine feminine, is single and free to pursue. Maybe you've decided, for some of you that don't want this person back, to stand your ground about what you want, your wishes and hopes. And there's a lot that you know that is unseen, and maybe you have some fear too. This can also be about fear about making a choice. You're afraid to make a choice, or you're afraid your person's going to make a choice and it's not going to include you. That could be. You're afraid that your person's going to choose another queen over you. Maybe that's your concern there. You want victory over an ending. So if this has ended, or you perceive the twin flame journey is never technically ever over, but if you perceive that, then maybe that's what you'd like to have victory over. Or you would like to have victory and a transformation to turn this wheel of fortune in your favor, to have balance, to have balance. This is somebody giving equally or unequally, whichever the case, but to two different people. And you're stuck at a crossroads too. So you're in your head agonizing about this as much as your masculine is. So that doesn't surprise me. Oftentimes you mirror each other. And that's the truth. Yep. You want to communicate with him and tell him that you want to work on this relationship. You could even be thinking about apology. You want this offer. You would like to reach out to them, but you're afraid, and now both of you have the Age of Cups. You're afraid that they're walking away, or this could be you saying to me, but I don't think this person's coming back. I think there's another person involved, and I'm done. I'm walking away. You want to find balance in your life. You're hoping also this is divine. Some of you, the ones of you that want this person back, you're hoping for divine intervention that will balance this out. and create. This is making plans. This is travel. This is can be, you know, watching for your ships to come in so that you can find your happiness and your truth. Yep. Because this has been a long, and I said I wasn't going to go this far in the day. It's been a long, hard journey. Nine of Wands is, again, heavy burden. Heavy burden. All right. And some of you keep hoping for this offer to come in that's sitting here. He's sitting on that horse. He's the most dependable knight, but it takes him, you know, 1,200 lifetimes to get to where he's going. And he's just sitting there. He's not a knight of action. He's very, 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 he's slowest moving energy in the tarot. Let me put it like that. But I feel, when I look at this card right here, the energy I'm feeling is nothing's happening. Nothing's happening in this commitment that you want. You're willing to commit to your person. You're ready, but they, you know, it doesn't look like they're coming your way because you love them. You love them. And this going back and forth, I feel like for you, is causing you a lot of anxiety and possibly depression. You're hoping to manifest your king coming to you with this cup of love and a brand new beginning, that they've had a new perspective and they're willing to offer this to you. You're hoping they're going to communicate to you and that you're not out in the cold. Okay, I'm not going to go any further. Now, gosh, this is longer than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. What deck? Try this one. Okay. So what I want to ask now is, what action might the divine masculine be taking toward the divine feminine? And I'm doing that because most of my viewers are the divine feminines, and you want to know what's going on with the divine masculine, so that's why I'm asking it this way. But again, that's not about gender. So Spirit, tell me, what, if any, action will the divine masculine think you be taking toward the divine feminine? Well, that's very good. Good. Let's see what comes out with that, though, all right? What action might this King of Pentacles, because that's stability, you know, and that's saying somebody's investing or willing to invest. All right, Spirit, come and show me. Give me some flowers, please. Thank you. One more, please. What action might this divine masculine be taking toward the divine feminine? That one wanted to come out. Well, this could be saying, there's that darn lady, we cannot get away from that Eight of Cups. Okay, let me read this. This could be saying, your masculine wants to be this King of Pentacles. He wants to be someone who you can depend on. He wants to invest in you. He wants to put an end to this reckless in and out behavior of the Knight of Wands, because that's the Knight of Wands upright. It's called the excuse me, the player card. And in the reverse, it's just even faster, more reckless kind of behavior. Let's see what's underneath this. I think this is saying, but he's afraid you have already or are walking away from him. I think that's what this is saying here. So he is, I believe, afraid, or he's telling he wants to walk away from, again, this Knight of Wands behavior. But somebody, something is walking away from disappointment here and wants to bring some kind of a stable offer or a gift or an apology, because there's been no collaboration and this offer is stalled. But rather, this offer is stalled right now because of conflict and ego and pride. Around, now again, if your person is married, this could be, that's what he's experiencing, a conflict around a marriage. That's not, this is an unhappy marriage, a situation where they're not happy. But someone is holding on, either because of money or because maybe somebody on their side doesn't want to let them go. And there's some emotional instability here. They're confused. They don't probably know what to do or how to, so there's no communication right now. Or if this is on their side, they're having very bad negative communication. They're not working on this right now. They're not able to work on this because there's no balance in their life. They're just feeling a lot of imbalance in their life. I feel like they're, they don't feel like they can stand up and, okay, this tells me, if your person is in another relationship, this is telling me they don't feel like they can keep the high ground or stand their ground to get themselves single. This is someone who's not single or free to pursue. I feel like they're telling me they want to bring an apology, to move to calmer waters, and to find balance, but they're stuck. They're stuck at a crossroads. They're stuck at a crossroads, and whatever they're going through, it's a heavy, heavy burden, and because again, I'm sorry to harp on this, but it just seems to keep coming up for me. The Three of Cups to me can be third party again, so I think that this person is feeling the weight of this situation, and he's not happy. He is stuck in his pride and ego and stubborn and wanting it his way. So there's no movement. There's no movement here. Okay, I'm not going to go any deeper. So it looks like your masculine is just going to keep sitting on his hands for a little while, Divine Feminines. I'm sorry to tell you that. But you know what I also feel? This is part of his awakening process. He has to evolve. He has to spiritually awaken and evolve before you two can come together. And so apparently maybe he's going through a dark night of the soul or something. Maybe he's going through a, whatever he's going through is part of his growth. And you can't do that for him. You can't do that for him, and you can't make it go away for him. He's got to do it himself. And so sometimes we just have to step back and let the chips fall where they will, if you will. So that tells me you, and I want to cut the deck for you. Yeah, this was a tower moment. This was a tower moment. But this also tells me this had to happen. The tower, any of the major arcana, but the tower card is the divine stepping in and saying, this was not built on a sound foundation. We're going to blow it up so that if you two can get yourself together here and it's meant to be, then you come back together and you'll be building on a solid foundation. So this is telling me this was divine intervention, that this, whatever is going on with you guys, happened. Oh, I got two there, yeah. And I know that it's hard for you, but this is the truth, and you're seeing, your truth is being illuminated. Your truth is being illuminated about what you want, and all in divine timing, because Spirit's asking you to be patient. The twin flame journey is also, although I know it's hard and it's difficult, the twin flame journey is also about balancing energy, on a broader scale, not just between two people, but when you do your work individually and come together. It's that old saying that it's greater than the sum of its parts. So you two coming together is something bigger that you don't even see. And so the impact that you potentially have has to kind of, in other words, there's a certain divine timing to that, and sometimes you have to be patient and wait for all that to happen. So there, I'm one more, just one more. Whoa, I almost slung him across the room. Okay, Spirit is saying, sit tight, sit tight. I know this has been a tower moment, or maybe you're experiencing this now. Sit tight, because something's going to come, but you got to wait. You got to be patient. Something is coming. Behind that tower is the Curious Page. I know you're confused. I know you're confused. This is Spirit talking now. I know you're confused. I know you're confused. But we can see the truth when you cannot. We know what needs to happen. There needs to be truth in this situation. And although there's disappointment, and I know you're disappointed. Yeah. You're looking for communication. Be patient. And be patient with yourself, because this is a hard thing, dealing with these runners. So I'm going to send you lots of love and light, and hope that you guys can be strong and hang on in here. If you want this person, be patient. Just let them sit in there, whatever they're sitting in, and get through it in their own way. Let them grow and become stronger if that's what they need to do, that they need to evolve and awaken. Let them do that, and that process cannot be rushed. So I hope this has helped somebody out there. Thank you guys for watching so very much. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe and smash that like button at the end. I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Many blessings. Take care all. Bye-bye.